Previously on Gears.
And time for your double Ds.
Okay, I must just say I'm very excited
So
about
am I.
today. Today on Disi's Double Ds, we're chatting to one of South Africa's most loved and respected fashion designers. It's the fabulous Gert Johan. Gert has won numerous awards, and we are very fortunate to have him in studio today ahead of a very exciting South African Fashion Week. Hi Gert, welcome to Gears on Balls Visual Radio.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
You know, I've got to be very, very honest. When I first heard about you or Gert Johan, I thought it was two people. I got to be very honest. And then I just saw a picture and I went, oh, I get it now. I get it. Okay.
And now we're even fortunate to be
Yes.
wearing something on our wrists.
This looks very,
Feel
very,
honored.
looks very expensive. I'm not taking it off ever.
This is okay. It's obviously SA Fashion Week this week.
Is it this week? No.
Yep,
Starting-
it's Saturday. It's starting tonight's the opening party, which is the biggest thing. And then tomorrow night's the sheer glamour show.
And you opening and closing, has this ever been done before?
You know, I don't think it has. As a designer, the biggest honor is opening or closing. So this year when they told me I'm opening and closing, I almost died. Because that's like stealing the biggest honor of both worlds. So.
There must be a lot of other very upset designers.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I hope
Or
so.
otherwise, as they say in the classic, tough.
Is it me still? Okay, cool.
Yes.
How long does it take to put together a range, or I'm not sure exactly what it's
A
called?
collection.
Yeah, a collection for a fashion week like this.
So how it starts about 4 months ago, and then it's brainstorming and thinking of amazing ideas and great concepts and what's the story that you really want to tell. Then you kind of start diluting the story and think of elements of the story. So for instance, if you take clouds, like what's clouds made of, water, what's water made of, and those type of things, you kind of like just pack everything out and then see how you can interpret that into clothing. And then interpreting weird and wacky ideas into couture is very easy for me, but adapting it to ready to wear, stuff that you can wear to the office, to the street, like wherever, that's harder. And that is what we're doing this year, is making sure that everything on that runway can be worn somewhere and that people would actually go into stores and buy it.
Ah, okay. So it's not just going to be a couture collection. It's sort of ready to wear clothes. So like a prototype of what can be available.
Yes, exactly. Because I feel I have so many opportunities right throughout the year with numerous celebrities to showcase what I can do when it comes to couture, and I think everybody knows that I can make a pretty dress. Now what I want to show you is I can also make pretty day wear.
When it comes to the celebrities, because this fascinates me, you seem to get it right every time. Do you take their personality and everything about them into consideration when making a beautiful dress for them to wear?
Exactly. The moment if you come for a consultation to my studio and we're doing like a wedding dress or like a massive red carpet dress or something like that, I really try and research you beforehand, and I try and just get a feel from your personality. Look at small things like how you do your makeup, what shoes you're wearing, just small little things. I'll give you a dirty look up and down. But that's just me analyzing you, and then I'll slap something together and take your personal taste and get your input into it, because I would design you a ball gown and meanwhile you want a cocktail dress. So just kind of get information like that from the client and then go for it.
Let's go back a few steps. Gert, where did this start? This appreciation of the beauty of design, of looking at women in dresses and going, oh, I think I could do something nicer. Where did it all start for you?
You know, I remember being a child and going to a wedding and just really wanting to go to the wedding because I want to see what the bride is wearing. Things like that I remember. I remembering stealing my sister's dolls and dressing them up in tissue paper just to make sure. I just always needed this outlet for fashion, and I just needed ways to express it. And I think at some point my parents said I'm going to cut up a curtain if they don't send me for sewing classes. And that's where I did.
That's insane. Throughout your career, I mean, as you say, you've been in this for a long time. What's been the biggest standout moment or person that you've dressed that's really stood out and is your claim to fame, although you are the claim to fame?
You know what? I think definitely the Kardashians played a big role in my life.
That.
and then recently last year, Kelly Rowland. Being a South African designer and getting a stamp of approval from an American A-lister, that just really motivates you to even push your craft further.
That's an extraordinary accomplishment.
Thank you.
Something really, you've ticked off a couple of bucket lists over there. I want to talk a little bit about this collection that you're doing for SA Fashion Week, in the sense of you are known for your couture style and making it for specific people and specific events. Now you're saying you're going to make something a little bit more accessible. Is this now going to be a Gert Johan clothing label that is going to be available to most people eventually in a department store or your own kind of store? What is your thinking behind it besides Fashion Week?
Yeah, so exactly what we're trying to do is, so far we are in Edgar's, but it's a very small collection, and that is more my office wear collection. It's called Vintage Closet by Gert Johan Coetzee, and it's a beautiful like day wear, what you would wear if you have a corporate job. So it's all office appropriate things, amazing things. But now what I want to do is, for my Gert Johan Coetzee side, just kind of dilute and get inspired by the couture side and just bring that fabulosity to day wear. And then the dream for that is to have it online so that it's nationwide and international as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite extraordinary, because I think at this stage there are a lot of people who want that massive exclusivity of having a one-off garment, but then they also want to be able to sit there and say, oh yeah, here we go, it's a Gert Johan Coetzee design. Thank you very, very much.
That is what we're trying for, definitely, and still, if I say ready to wear, it's not like China and be producing millions of it.
Yes.
It would still be very small collections of only a lucky few would have it, so it will still be very boutique style. Like say of a size of one particular skirt, there'll only be 50 of them, and then it will be all around the country. So it's still very exclusive. The chance that you'll walk past somebody wearing the same skirt is very slim.
Well, that's what you want. There's nothing worse than being at a function and you pop into someone that's wearing the same dress.
I know, it happens to me all the time. Listen, we're talking to Gert Johan Coetzee, of course, most probably South Africa's most acclaimed fashion designer at the moment. We're going to show you a quick video, so hopefully your browser's on. We're going to play you the video, and then Gert Johan, you're going to explain to us what it's all about. Just watch out, because there's lots of cameras. All right, so watch it first. Here we go.
One of the models that you used in that, you've also gone into a kind of in a different direction and raising awareness. I read about it, so could you tell us more about that and how it all started?
You know, how it started was I was working on a very big collection. It's the first time I was going to show in Canada, and I really wanted to impress them. And it was all international. It was Vancouver Fashion Weekend, and the collection didn't come together. I lacked something. So I was walking through Cresta Mall with my parents, like a family day, and I just remember it was like a flash of light in my eye from the side. And I looked back, and there was Tando, a beautiful prosecutor with albinism, and her skin was just so porcelain and just so glowing that I had to run after her and go stop her, and I've never done that. And I gave her my card. I think she thought I was a creep at first. And she's like, and her boyfriend stepped in, and they told me, no, Tando doesn't model. And I told them, please just go Google me, go look at the website, and then phone me. The next day, Tando phoned, and she said, let's set up a meeting. From there, Tando kind of exploded in the international and local model scene, and that taught me the voice that fashion has and how loud it can speak to people. So Tando has raised awareness for albinism with me and Melinda. We've really just kind of spread the word, because in South Africa we're very lucky, but in the rest of Africa it's a very big stigma, and they get people with albinism get murdered and made muti of, and just all these horrible things happen to them. So Tando is really working on that platform and really getting it out there to make it beautiful, because what is beauty really? And that inspired the Time Slice collection, where we saw the voice that and the change we did with albinism, that we wanted to take it bigger, and it was Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And the whole thing about breast cancer is to check yourself, and I'm sure everybody knows somebody that has been affected by cancer, which makes this such a good cause. Is the whole message is check yourself, be sure you feel yourself constantly to make sure that you don't have anything. And it's not just women that gets it, it's men as well, and it's a very big killer. So we teamed up with Nicole Phillips, which is this amazing photographer, and she just does this The whole shoot is a whole half moon with 40 cameras, and all those cameras goes off at once. It's South African first, and I love doing South African firsts. And it just gives you this amazing picture because, like you all know, the future is digital, and that is going to be the future of fashion photography, so that you can see a 360 of the garment.
Well, That's very
amazing.
cool. That is
Thank
so
you.
super cool. Well done.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Yuck, it must have taken quite a bit of planning on her
Yes.
part, that's for sure.
Yes, and I remember arriving at the shoot and just being blown away about how big this production was. Because on that day, I think there was something like 60-something cameras in total on set. And they even brought in, I'm not sure what you call it, but it's a drone, I think, yeah.
Okay.
A helicopter that flies over the set
Yeah.
with a camera. And it was just insane. It's the biggest shoot
Oh,
I've
stunning.
done to date.
That's very
incredible.
exciting. Now listen, Fashion Week, we'll get to that now. Well, exactly. This range that you've designed now for Fashion Week that people are going to be very fortunate to see. Is this now, do you call it is it the Spring Summer
Yes.
Collection 2014,
Yes.
2015?
No, 2014. So this is
Okay.
what people are going to be wearing in September, basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
And the reason why we do it so far in advance is because this year we used a lot of printing techniques and we used a lot of specialized fabrics. And all of those takes a while to get and to print and then to obviously put the garments into production.
Sorry, speaking of fabrics, I wanted to bring that up. How easy is it to have access to the fabrics that you want? How much traveling do you go to? How many samples do you get? I mean, it must be a very complicated job, the fabrics.
Yes, it is a horrible mess in South Africa at the moment. But what's so amazing about South African Fashion Week is that we, as a bunch of designers, are busy setting up something very good. I can't really talk about it, but there is lots of problems with production and fabrics in the country. And
Okay.
as a group of designers, we're going to fix that problem. And we are at quite an advanced stage of doing that. But it's all about getting the samples, getting the right quality, getting it to wash proper, getting it really, so all the fabric goes through so much testing before you can actually sell the garment to somebody that it doesn't fall apart in the first wash. So that's very important, especially if we are constantly convincing people to rather buy local. The local products should be amazing, and that is what my aim is.
Sorry, Disi, carry on there.
No, I just want to know, are colors very important?
No, terrible. Everything should be black and white.
I personally love black and white, and in this collection we're doing very interesting
Told
things.
you.
But color is important. The South African woman is a very colorful person. I'll tell you why. The weather, if you look around the world, the weather has a very big impact on what people wear. In South Africa, we have nice, hot climates, so we like to wear color. We are happier people. Like for in New York, where it's mostly gray skies, there you'll find less color. That's how color trends kind of work in the continent.
And there's also nothing better than putting on a beautiful dress, and it's just a color that suits you as a female. I
Exactly.
love
For
it.
you, I'm sure your color is pink, right?
I love pink.
I can tell.
Now, who designs or where do you get your clothes that you wear? And when are you starting a damn men's range? Quite simple.
The men's range is coming.
Yes!
It's a work in progress. I think probably towards early next year. I've been saying this for so long that I'm working on it. But I first want to sort out the girls, then I'll get to the boys. Ladies first. So,
Yes.
Yeah, but that's going to take forever.
Don't listen to him.
So
Forever.
the boys line is coming. I am the guinea pig for the men's line.
Okay.
Where it will be lots of beautiful things. It will be shirts and beautiful trousers and more formal type things. I think for men, I want to start at the basics, sort them out for work and office and dressing up a little, and then we'll go casual as the years go on.
But you say you're the guinea pig, for the men's range. But any pictures that I've ever seen, you're always immaculately dressed. You always look fabulous. So I mean, if that's already where you're thinking, I think you're really going to have another hit in your hands.
I think the men's line would be a toned down version of what I wear. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm sure not all guys will wear a pink jacket with pink pants. So
Not everyone.
You never know.
Well, in certain towns, perhaps, but in other towns, maybe not.
Not so much,
Yeah,
no.
not so much. Not so much.
I want to get on to you married.
yes, I'm married.
Tell us more about the wedding.
That was amazing. It's going to be on top billing this week, this Thursday.
Was Jeannie there?
No, Jean wasn't there. Sorry, but Bonang was there, and Jonathan was there, and beautiful Jay Anstey was there, and you know
Stunning.
me.
That is beautiful, man.
The
So-
wedding took 6 years to plan,
Oh,
and
my
and it was amazing. It was everything that I wanted. It had massive table decorations. It was very much exactly what I wanted. I almost said over the top, but I don't think it was. It was very.
It was very Gert Johan.
It was very Gert Johan. It was very stunning. I wouldn't have done it differently. I'm just so sad it's over.
That's
awesome.
That's terrific. So tonight, do you present, or is it just a media evening, or is it open?
Tonight, it's the opening party. So what
Okay.
that is, it's just a lot of celebrities, a lot of media, a lot of designers kind of going to give the media a bit of a talk-up of what to expect for their collections. So
Okay.
my first collection is shown on Wednesday night, which is the Sheer Glamour. And that is going to be a very beautiful, very flowy collection where Saturday night's closing collection is going to be very ready to wear, but still bring that Gert Johan Coetzee drama.
Magic. Jeez, it
sounds
sounds so fantastic. Well, I must tell you, we wish you just continued success.
But wait, we're doing something fun now.
What are we
apparently.
doing? Oh, what are we doing? Are we drawing?
Yes, we're not drawing though.
Thank goodness we're not drawing.
I can
I
draw.
am.
I can't.
Going to.
Are you going to design Disi a dress?
No, he's going to design you a dress.
I'm gonna tell. I can do it in either of you, but I think it's very important for a girl or a guy to know what their body type is. And that's
Yes.
kind of my main thing is educating people on what is your body type and what
Yes.
should you wear.
Yes.
So if you have
Okay.
a pen for me,
Yes, here we go. All right, then I'm first because I gave him the pen.
and then are you gonna
Okay,
stand
I'll go
up for me?
first.
And then I'm going to measure you.
Oh, you're going to measure? I'm going to read it all out on the radio.
Come close.
214. Oh, he's measuring her breastises.
So how this works is, let me just find this paper. So there's different charts here on my thing that I designed. So there is, it goes easy. It's A, B, C, D, and then you kind of just take your measurement. I won't say what your bust measurement is, or do you want me to? And then I'll kind of color in the one where you are. So here you are A in the beginning, and then your waist.
You're only an A, Daisy.
No, not the cup size.
Oh.
According to the chart.
Oh, the chart.
And then your waist is a B.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the hips are going to be a G.
Oh, that's going to be large. Only joking.
Then your hips are a C.
There we go. A, B, C, D,
Hey, look at you, you are
E,
so
F,
in
G,
proportion. Then it's very
H, I,
fun.
J,
Then you
K,
connect the
L,
dots.
M, N, O, P. Yeah.
And that is your body type. So
What are you?
let's see. So you would be, if you go shopping for clothes and you're wondering what you are, then you can compare your body type to one of these body types that we have here. So we've got the apple, we've got the pear, we've got the hourglass, and we've got the boy built. And you then would be a pear, which is a very lucky one to be because that is what most people want to be. You want to be an hourglass, but not so much. A pear in South Africa is much more what we're going, because that means we've got some bouteille on.
You our little pear.
Thank you.
And we always thought you were strawberry.
Okay, your turn.
No, we don't need to do me. That's
Yes, we
fine. It's
do.
lovely. No, it's lovely.
Come on,
I'm,
Sasha.
I'm the boy. Hello? It's quite simple. It's quite simple.
Oh, that's so cool.
Brilliant. And that's very clever. You
Awesome.
little.
That's
you
how we
little
know
pear.
what you are.
Cool. So what does that mean? I've got some junk in the trunk.
That means you've got some junk in the trunk, definitely. And that means that you should be, and also because you've got such a flat stomach, because pear shapes generally have very flat stomachs, that means that you can wear all kinds of bodycon dresses, like Kim Kardashian.
Oh my
to show
gosh,
the body.
Kim Kardashian.
Not
No, you're
quite
about
so
the same.
severe, though.
You're about the same height.
No, we are not. She's like 4 foot.
Okay, she's smaller. She's smaller. Gert Johan, what a
Thank
pleasure
you
to have
so
you
much.
in the studio. We wish you great success with SA Fashion Week.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to these big announcements that are going to be coming about, what are they called?
Fabrics, yes,
all of
yes.
that kind of stuff. And looking forward to this sort of ready-to-wear more collection to what you already have in Edgar's.
Thank you.
We aren't allowed to talk about the actual fashion week, hey? Like what
It's ready
it's
to
based
wear.
on. Kind
It's
of.
ready to wear. Can I tell them? Okay, my publicist gave me the nod. I can.
Go! Here we go. First time. Here we go.
So
Balls
this
of Visual
year
Radio.
with the collection, I really was so moved with the death of Nelson Mandela that it was just so amazing how such a big newsmaker can draw the world to a stop. And that was really what I wanted to do this season, is to dedicate the collection to Madiba and the work that he's done through the years. And I don't think, as I was working on this collection and trying to see what I wanted to do, I couldn't think of somebody in the world that has filled more pages of newspapers in the world, newsmakers, and that's why the collection is made out of newspaper print, and
Wow.
it's dedicated and inspired by Nelson Mandela.
Oh.
I look for. I'm sure it's going to be all over the newspapers tomorrow morning. Only on Saturday. Sunday. Okay, we'll wait till Sunday.
Exclusive to Balls Radio.
There we go. Well done, Disi. Like the way you got in there, hey?
No, but I didn't know what we could and could not speak about. But I just, I did read about the Nelson Mandela thing, and I just thought that's so special.
Yeah.
So if we could chat
No, I think
about
definitely.
it.
I think definitely it's a nice way of just thanking him and remembering him and for what he's done for the country.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
guys.
whenever anything changes, please come chat to us.
Yes, please. Come and
Any
chat to us
new
lots.
collections. When you start the men's range as your model.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll go to the gym.
We'll
I'll
start.
I'll get the flat pair
We'll
stomach.
start you in the Speedo collection.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Mankinis.
Wonderful. Gert Johan, what a pleasure. So excited. Keep the enthusiasm, keep the brilliance going, and may the success just take you wherever you want to go.
Thank you, guys, and thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor. It's my first time on an online radio station.
Oh,
Well, there we
yay.
go. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Gears on balls.co.za. Weekday